How many of you have been stuck feeling the same fucking thing your whole fucking life? And it's a pattern, it's an addictive pattern that you have not been able to break out of. Add your embodiment, add the sensation of the present moment, your body. Find what feels good. For me, my wrist is an anchor point. Like if I'm just like, oh, and I do this a lot during the day. Like if my kids are driving me nutso, or if I'm on Zoom too long, I'll just sit here and I'll start to, I relax, I take a breath, I soften, and then I'm not in the shape of the resistance. Or, so these are what I'm talking about, are pleasure anchors. You want to have 3 pleasure anchors for yourself. Something that deepens your breath where you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. Amongst the hell that you're experiencing in the moment, can you stretch for something that's kind of nice through your physical body? So not something out there, but something in here. Because that will start to reshape your pattern of depression, your pattern of closure. Because as soon as you reach for what feels good, you open. Then you're no longer in the closure. So adding enjoyment, adding pleasure to whatever you're addicted, your 3 feelings that you feel all day are. And you get to know them, like, oh, here it is again. I woke up and I felt terror. What am I going to do with it? Okay, I'm going to start by feeling it as fully as I can, and then I add my present time feeling sensation of enjoyment to it. And it starts to shift your nervous system. Does that make sense? Like I can't, I mean, I heard it on the page. I can feel it in the, it's like, no, I'm just in anger. I'm fucking pissed and I have every reason to be pissed. And it's like, yeah, you do. And you need to start to train your body to feel something else other than that. Because your body is in a replicating pattern of that 1 or 3 feelings all the time. So you've got to start to stretch your range. Like, yeah, I'm pissed, but how can or this is a really fucked up situation that I'm in right now. Holy shit. Oh, the world is completely shifting. How can I feel enjoyment in myself in this moment? How can I feel into the love that is always here, no matter what? That is the gift of the feminine. The feminine radiates love on the planet. In every man, woman, and child. It is the feminine that embodies love. So you might be in depression and sadness and grief again and again and again and again. And that might be your life story. And I'm inviting you, how can you start to move your body so that you can open into love, open that into love? Open your depression into love. Open your grief into love. I just moved from pleasure to love. It's the same thing. When you start to feel pleasure, you will start to radiate love. The thing where we all get stuck is in gripping our story. It's what sabotages us. It's what ricochets us back into the old thing. And so when you're looping, when you're like, okay, this is the same old, here I am again. You always want to ask, okay, what needs to be felt? What am I not willing to feel right here that needs to be felt? And most of the time, most things will boil down to grief that hasn't been felt. Your anger, your rage, your whatever. Usually your depression usually boils down to some grief. And a lot of times it's epigenetics. Sometimes it's not even yours. That's why it's like, who cares about the story? We can't track the story anymore. We don't have enough fucking time to be in the story anymore. We got to learn to open into love, right?